Hi, I'm Emily Einigner from the Downtown West Allis Business Improvement District, and today we're talking all things small business, and my guests are Tammie Clendenning from the U.S. Small Business Administration and Mayor Devine from the City of West Allis. Small Business Saturday is coming up, so we wanted to talk all things small business. So what classifies a small business?
Generally speaking, under 500 employees is considered a small business and a business that's not dominant in its industry. There are some other classifications as well, but otherwise I believe 99% of businesses throughout the United States qualify as small businesses. So it's pretty expansive.
Wow. And about how many small businesses are in the state of Wisconsin alone?
I believe there's about 452,000 small businesses in the state of Wisconsin.
How about West Allis? Do we know the number?
I'm not sure off the top of my head, no.
So have you noticed, you go to a lot of different small businesses, you do coffee with the mayor. What are things people are looking for specifically to buy locally?
I think in West Allis right now, our restaurant scene is probably getting the most draw from people in the city and from the neighboring communities. But I also think we have some uniqueness in retail and some of the smaller shops that are more, I don't know if I'd call them gift shops per se, but just kind of niche shops, yeah, specialty, somewhat antiques, somewhat, custom jewelry, things like that. I also think in the sense of the art scene with places like Cream City Clay and Inspiration Studios, kind of bringing an arts vibe to the small business scene is also gaining traction.
And so now, both the City of West Allis and the Small Business Administration offer different resources or grant programs for small businesses. So what are some of those?
The SBA is the go-to federal agency for small businesses. Our mission is to help small businesses start, grow, expand, and recover. The programs that we have available for small business provide assistance with capital access, with business technical assistance, and with federal contracting.
And I know West Allis just became a Kiva city.
Correct,
so
yeah.
What does that mean? What is a Kiva city?
We just rolled that out about a month ago, a Kiva city, where people can essentially crowdfund for small businesses if they really like what the owners of this business are trying to accomplish. They can help their dream come true. We also do things like facade grants and low interest loans, forgivable loans. Quite a bit of programming involved, just depending on what you want to do in the city.
And I know we as the downtown, we offer signage assistance to new businesses as well as our marketing assistance grant program to help pay for marketing for new businesses as well. Small Business Saturday. So it's the 10th year of Small Business Saturday, believe it or not. So do you guys have anything special planned?
So really what we really do is encourage small businesses or encourage consumers to spend at small businesses, to talk about the small businesses, and really just show your support for the local small businesses.
Small Business Saturday, I really think it's all about promoting the independent local small businesses here in West Allis, whether that's going out to eat, whether that's running to our local craft brewery, whether that's shopping, whatever you're doing that day. It's really a day, maybe try something new, maybe eat at a place you haven't tried. So often I find when I will check in at somewhere on social media or post something about a new restaurant opening or an anniversary, so many people will say, oh, where is this? I never knew it was there. And I think a lot of that is they don't, small businesses generally do not have the marketing budgets that corporate America has. So I think it's important word of mouth and recommendations and suggestions to friends and family when they're looking for certain things.
Yeah, I always think back to, we had a restaurant close in the city, and I think you posted on social media, like, when you see these things happening, don't just say, oh, I've always been meaning to go there. Yes. Like, actually go there, go check it out. And so Small Business Saturday is the perfect day to do that. Go check out those places you haven't seen before. As a whole city, we do run a Small Business Saturday promotion where we encourage you to keep your receipts from locally owned West Allis businesses. And for every $10 you spend, you get an entry to win one of our gift baskets filled with goodies donated by a bunch of different businesses in the area. Each basket's usually about $200 in value. And so we're sitting outside City Hall collecting all those receipts on Small Business Saturday. So be sure to check that out and come visit us. So if a business, we always use Oscars, for example. Oscars has 3 locations in Wisconsin. Would they classify as a small business for the SBA?
Very likely they would. So the SBA small business standard, it's either based on a revenue or on a number of employees, and for manufacturing purposes, a business with 500 or less employees is considered a small business. So again, 99% of businesses throughout the United States qualify. So more than likely they would qualify as a small business through SBA standards. And alternatively, for lending purposes, should they not qualify under the standard SBA standards, there is an alternative standard as well, so that we can be sure to help as many small businesses as we possibly can.
Very cool. And apparently we have some businesses in West Allis that have not only received help from the SBA, but also from the city. So there's so many resources out there for all those small business owners. You can talk to Tammie, you can talk to Mayor Devine, and we can get you set up. But with the new redevelopments happening throughout the city, we've been getting calls about opening up in West Allis. So what is the process for a small business to open in West Allis?
It's really, the best starting point is with our community development division. Sometimes people will come to me directly, and then I'll get everybody together on the same page. Sometimes they're talking to a building owner about filling a space before we even know it. They're looking to rent a space. But we're really, as a community, looking to get people to where they want to be. We really love bringing in businesses that are unique, that are one of a kind, three of a kind, not national. If someone's here, I think what I really like about a lot of our restaurants and locations is that they're really the only ones. There are not 5, 6, 7, they're not opening up, the 8th or 9th location of that in southeastern Wisconsin. It's all often owned by West Allis residents. It's also quite often people come in with their dreams, and we really want to make those happen. So generally it starts with community development, and then we work in with the building inspection department to make sure that everything is up to code and safe. We can discuss financing options if there is an interest there. I personally think it's always neat when you walk into a business and the owner is there, and you can say hi to them, and they're there working or talking to people and just seeing how people's experiences are. I just think that's really a cool thing.
Well, in addition to the lending that the SBA has available, we also have business technical assistance providers that can help as the small businesses are starting. It can help the small business as they're continuing to operate and grow, with different plans and different assistance available. And that's all available to small businesses on a no-cost basis. So we would love to put the West Allis small businesses in touch with some of our providers and love to work with them. We've worked with a number of small businesses here in West Allis already, but we'd love to continue that.
And something I loved on your website, because I was perusing it this morning, because a lot of our businesses will come to us and say, I don't have the time to learn about marketing, or I don't have the time to put together a business plan. And you have this great series of 2-minute videos on your website. It's just like a breakdown of everything you have to do for this. And so if you have 2 minutes in your day, go over to sba.gov and check out their 2-minute video series for all those resources as well.
And there's a great template on the website as well that you can utilize as that business plan. And really the nice part about having that business plan is it's kind of a roadmap. Oftentimes we don't know where we're going, and so we use that map to get us where we're going. And your business plan is the same type tool. It helps your business as you're going through and operating on a daily basis. So we would definitely encourage use of that.
Do a lot of businesses, when they come to apply for occupancy, do they have a business plan anymore when they come in, or?
It's a mixed bag, to be honest.
Because I've noticed they'll come to us, and the ones that do have a business plan are doing very well, and the ones that don't, it's, we're trying to figure it out. And so the business plan tool would be a great asset for anybody looking to open a small business.
And it can be intimidating.
Yeah.
A lot of people may, just take a restaurant, for example. They can really know how to make amazing food, but they may not know how many hand washing sinks you need in your kitchen, or if you need an exhaust hood, or what kind of, a lot of older buildings in West Allis can present some challenges with ADA requirements and things like that. So we really try to get them to cover everything at the front end so they don't get blindsided later.
Well, and if I could put a plug in again for our free resource partners that can assist with that process, they really have worked with many small businesses and know some of the hurdles and the obstacles that small businesses can run into. Some of those resources include SCORE, the Small Business Development Center, as well as our Women's Business Center and our Veterans Business Opportunity Center, and that is WBIC.
And so, like, I saw the small business development centers on your website. So what happens there? Like, why would I as a small business directly go to the small business development center?
Yeah, that's a great question. So again, what they do is they work with small businesses on a whole host of different topics, whether that's starting a business and putting together a business plan, whether that's a growth plan. Perhaps a small business owner is very strong in marketing, but maybe finance isn't their expertise. These resource partners can help them with those needs that they have. So it's really a whole host of different options for small businesses, and again, free of charge, which is the
best. Does that have anything to do with the colleges? Because I saw like ones at UWM, ones at Parkside, and Whitewater.
Correct, yeah. So the Small Business Development Centers, or the SBDCs, are located at all the four-year campuses. They also have some additional community resources as well. They will meet not only at their location, but they'll also meet in the communities as well, and really kind of work with that small business with whatever direction they need to go. And the nice part about that is they have additional resources available through the universities that others may not have available.
Overall, what's the importance of shopping small?
So the importance of shopping small is really you're keeping the revenue and the money in your local communities that can be distributed to the different businesses and spent in the communities. And I believe we talked about it, I think 48% of all dollars spent in your local community stays in your local community.
I agree. I haven't read the statistics recently, but I remember you know, when you're shopping small, you're helping parents buy a new dress for their dancer or a new uniform for their athlete. It's really their livelihood, and especially when they reside in the community that you live in as well. You want them to succeed. Maybe it's just me, but I think a lot of people feel the same way. I love supporting and spending the money I earn in places where people, I just keep saying that when they're trying to make their dream a reality, and you don't like seeing them fail. You want them to succeed. It's somewhat about, to your initial question, it's somewhat about just keeping storefronts occupied in our community. And if you don't go there, they're not going to make it. And people who complain about empty buildings, well, how much shopping do they do right in their own neighborhoods?
Well, it's so important because the small businesses, they give back to the community. They support the community. They're always there for all the needs of the community, and that's why it's so very important for us to support them in return as well.
And there's a face.
That's
It's not a faceless operation. There is a face attached to it.
Thank you, Tammie and Mayor Devine, for taking the time to talk small business with us today, and we hope you enjoy your Small Business Saturday and shopping small all year long. Again, my name is Emily Einichner. I'm with the Downtown West Allis Business Improvement District, and we'll see you next time.